Hello Sagittarians, this is your March reading for 2017. There's no particular spread, so let's just go ahead and get started. The first card you received was the Page of Swords upright, and you have the High Priestess later on. And so this says that in combination, you're going to have some kind of troubles due to your own carelessness. But, you normally have a sharp mind, clear thoughts, but the carelessness could be that you give out some information. Like you could have been tricked into giving information. There could have been somebody who was kind of like a Delilah character. You thought they were innocent, but they really weren't. So somebody is spreading your information, your secrets. Could have been like a flirtation type of thing, with Delilah. Okay. So basically it's all about communication. And now you could be spied on, or somebody could be overseeing you, or there could be trouble with you overseeing a project. An authority has stepped in and they're just examining you. But yeah, just don't reveal too much information too soon, okay? You need to go with your gut. And I don't think this has happened yet, or it most recently happened. So if it hasn't happened yet, just avoid it. If it already has happened, just avoid doing anything else. To clarify that, we got the Strength in reverse. And I think that's just so funny that this card is like a Delilah character, because then we have Strength in reverse. You think about what Delilah did to Samson, she took his strength, and so that's what happened here. Some kind of information you had was your strength. It's like you had authority and she kind of took it. I don't think this is really about love. I think this is in the work environment, but I'll try to make love out of here if I see it, okay? I'll tell you. So, with Strength in reverse, it's just you're imbalanced. You're not able to tame this lion. Okay. And other cards, she looks like she's trying to hold the lion's mouth shut. That's not on this card, but it's on the others. Oh, here it is. Okay. See, she's able to close the mouth almost. And here they're not. So in reverse, you weren't able to keep her mouth shut. Further clarify the Page of Swords, we got the Chariot in reverse. So basically this is about litigation. There's some kind of a process going on. So you could be going to court. Basically there's some kind of a dispute and you're being defeated. And you will not be victorious. You will actually struggle before you make progress again. There's no protection for the future. And the reason I think you're going to court, in addition to the Chariot in reverse, is we have the Justice card. It could be a Libra who was the Delilah character. See, this is when it's in reverse, it talks about the law. But here it's upright. So you're just going to need to be objective. Okay? And you're also, from this, you're going to have to accept responsibility, and you are. Okay? You're like, yeah, I shouldn't have done this, or I shouldn't have told. I'm accepting responsibility. And, yeah, I can see that. But you're just, see, then again, if you do go to court, this says you'll be victorious. So maybe, since this card is next to the Page of Swords, who's the Delilah character will not be successful in court. And you're the Strength character because your strength was taken. And you will be successful. Okay, so we got some good news going on. I like it. Okay. I was asking for clarification and I got some. Thanks. Okay. So you're just going to be very balanced and objective. You're not going to overreact to any action. You'll just be brutally honest. Your intentions won't be sabotaged. And it's time for a decision. And it's going to be balanced and right and true. Okay. And you're going to be victorious. And the reason I can see you're being victorious is because the next card is the World upright. Yay, okay. You know, the cycle is completed. You're on top of the world. Everything is going your way. This is success. Okay. But followed by success to clarify it, I got the Five of Swords in reverse. Let me get something to drink real quick. I think what's going to happen is this. There's two options here. I don't know if it's only one of them or if it's just for two different groups of people. But I think you're still going to have to work with this Delilah person, or the authority or the company that you work for thinks that you're going to need to make it up to them, kind of a thing. But in reverse, this says you're open to change. That you're willing to negotiate, like laying down your swords. And it could be, you know, with this Delilah character. And, you know, you were conquered and it was negative, right? But somebody's not letting you move on. So you're still mourning a little bit. So all's not well and you just want it to be over. You want to negotiate. But somebody's reopening these wounds. And see, you're on top of the world. So you're not in trouble anymore. Okay? You know, but this betrayal has just led somebody, whether it's a Delilah person or somebody in authority who just can't get over it. They don't want you to get over it. They still have like a past resentment. And it could be that you have a past resentment for this person and you can't get over it. And so you're open to change for your job, but maybe you're not open to forgiving this person. But I really think it's the other person that can't forgive, the other person who can't let you move on. Because this really says you want it to be over. And the advice here, or just the information you need to know, is you can't please everybody. I mean, you made a mistake. They need to let you move on. Okay. And then we got the Eight of Cups upright. This tells me that somebody is planning on leaving, probably sneakily. I usually see this for love, but it can apply to business, leaving a job. Now, I don't see somebody being forced. I see somebody leaving in the middle of the night on their own volition. And they're leaving some happiness behind, but they're in search of something true and real. Okay, like something's missing. Okay, there should be some more cups here, you know. The Nine of Cups is getting your wish, right? And this is only the Eight of Cups. So this person did not get their wish. And the moon's looking at them like, you shady bastard. Look at you leaving in the middle of the night. Okay. And I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's you, if it's the person who has a problem with you, and or the Delilah. I mean, we have the Fool as one of the next cards. That's a new beginning. So I'm wondering if it could be you. You know what kind of action you would take. Okay. And Sagittarians are very known for being uninhibited and not tied down. But this is just going on a quest. Usually it's for love, but here I think you're going on a quest. If somebody's not letting you move on and you want to negotiate and they're not letting you, then you're open to changing. This is open to change. You may be open to change jobs. Like, look, I won this battle. I'm on top of the world, especially if it's about law, and you won't let me move on, so I'm moving on. I'm leaving you behind. Then next we got the Emperor. And when I see this, I think scattering your enemies and being your own boss. Like, you rule everything here. And you're following the rules, you're following the law. You may go into business for yourself. Okay? But I just see the start of a new project. You're taking some initiative. You want to be fulfilled. You want to be fulfilled creatively. And I think you think the only way you can do that is to be your own boss. But whatever's happening, you're taking control. And to clarify, we got the Fool upright. So yeah, it's going to be a leap of faith. Possibly you've never been your own boss. But here you see that this authority over you just, it didn't go in your favor. Nobody would like forgive you and let you move on. So you're going to take this leap of faith. It's possibly a new job, or maybe you're not your own boss, but you're just taking control of the situation that wasn't good, even though you had a really good outcome from this decision that happened earlier. Sorry, I'm a little sick. My whole school district closed down due to illness, so we're all home. I mean, this says you just have to follow your heart, and that's what you're going to do. And you're going to have a new beginning. You're going to have freedom. You're going to have change. You're going to have adventure. You're even going to be carefree. I mean, that sounds like a Sagittarian's dream. Okay. To clarify that, we got the Four of Swords in reverse. So this says, you know, the situation you were at was very chaotic and you were at your limit. Okay. You had to kind of take a pause just so you could continue with life. You were just really overworked and burned out. This also says you weren't facing an issue. Like you're taking a passive approach to something. And then when I try to clarify this card, I got the Five of Swords in reverse again, which says open to change, laying down your swords, wanting to negotiate, mourning, somebody's not letting you move on, you want to be over, but all's not well still, and you were conquered negatively. I thought, okay. So we went from 5 swords down to 4 swords, like you're getting back to the Ace of Swords, but then you go back to the 5. So I don't know if some information follows you from your previous employment. So I pulled and I got the High Priestess in reverse. This talks about a hidden agenda. You need to listen to your intuition. So somebody could have a hidden agenda against you, or maybe you have a hidden agenda and it's keeping you tied down. But I don't see you as having the hidden agenda, because the Five of Swords says you're willing for it to all be over, accept change, you know, you just can't please everyone, so you're willing to let go of a past resentment. With this in reverse, it says you need some kind of a commitment. And you're going to take time out and just be quiet, like the Four of Swords is not letting you do right now. And you need to. Okay. And it says an answer is going to come to you. But it's like, it could be like intuition, clairvoyance, some kind of, you know, mysterious secret type of stuff. Maybe even gossip. Maybe you get your answer from that. Like, you're not really going to have to think about it. You're just going to feel the answer, or you're just going to hear it by happenstance. And you're being affected by a weak person. Yeah, this weak person. See, I'm pretty sure that you were the weak person, or the one who was in the weak position. And then the Page of Swords is the person who's just a weak personality. And that's the person who's still affecting you. So yeah, they're not letting you move on. They're just not of good character. Their character's not very strong. And you just really didn't know it because they were a Delilah. They were very tricky. So your future, this talks about like the past. Like the past is still haunting you. And you're trying to forget the past hurt. And you need to. And that could be something that's going on here. Maybe you're really not letting go. You want the resentment and all that to be over, but you're still holding on to a resentment. That could be it. So it seems like we go from successful to weak, but then this is also successful in court. Then we go to successful to weak, going on your own as successful, then coming back. It's like there's this cycle going on. And I think there's a past resentment that you can't let go of right now. Somebody else not letting you move on, and then also you're just not moving on. But you could be one and the same. Next card is Two of Wands in reverse. This says the outcome you are expecting didn't happen, or you had an unexpected outcome and you just failed in reality. Like maybe you took this leap of faith and you failed. Okay, you weren't really expecting to fail. And you're just kind of losing hope. You couldn't make your dreams happen. You're not seeing the results. You couldn't find common ground with somebody. And it looks like you may have decided not to take the scary step. So here you don't take the scary step, and then this is in reverse. You're not taking it. Or you didn't. Yeah, something unexpected failed in reality. And then we got the Ten of Pentacles upright. And this talks about like overall success, long-term success, especially when it comes to family. So I was just thinking about that. I'm really surprised we haven't got your card. Maybe we can pull it as a clarifier soon. I don't know. I mean, here this is about, usually I think of family and relationships. So I'm not sure why it's coming up for like a love reading. I mean a career reading and not a love reading. Trying to think. I don't know if I took any notes on the Ten of Pentacles. Oh yes, it talks about money and property. It also talks about extraction when it's in the upright. So I think you're taking yourself out of something. Like this new beginning you were having, there was just a hidden agenda against you. And it failed when you thought it wouldn't. So you're just taking yourself out. You really are going to leave. And this says, let me think about that for a second. You could be a little bit worried about being introduced at a new job. Because if you did leave and then you went to another job and it followed you and now you're going somewhere else and you think it's going to fail or it did fail, you probably are still carrying around some of that baggage. And you're about to be introduced to a new work family and you're just worried about it. Because, you know, this is a new place and you want to make a good impression. And you're afraid it might follow you. Then again, you might be extracting yourself out of a situation that's not good for you. And I think that applies more so for most of the reading. Because then we got the Star upright, which says you're going to heal. The cycle is going to be going. You're not going to just be stagnant. There's a lot of movement in this reading. I think we have like 2 cards about imbalance, but then we have a few cards that are about balance, so that's good. And cycles being completed. So you're on the right path. You just got to take a few cycles going around. This talks about healing and abundance. And to clarify that, I got strength in reverse. So I'm thinking even like the healing that you're getting is from this same thing we had earlier, which is somebody just kind of took your power from you. Just they took your strength. They got your secrets and they spread them. They spread your information. And it could be that somebody's just like a gossiper or a liar and they're spreading your information from job to job. So going in business for yourself may be an actual good idea. Let's even get any clarifiers. Like, why do we end on strength in reverse? Ace of Swords in reverse. So this tells me your willpower's fading. Somebody betrayed you. You're just really confused. But, you know, what you're thinking of could turn a profit, and it could be really fruitful work. And an upcoming disaster may not be able to be avoided, or there won't be an upcoming disaster at all based on this card. So, I mean, it's one of those, okay, guys? And basically, you're triumphing, but it's like a forced triumph. You're really having to make sure you do it. It's hard work. And I think you have an excessive hate for this person, like a resentment, or they have an excessive hate for you. And so when you triumph, it's forced. Like, it's not coming easy to you. Nobody's handing you anything. And you're just very stressed. You may be waiting to hear from somebody. That's what I think of when I see this card. Basically, forced triumph, excess hate, it's just going to lead to disaster. And you're trying to heal. Like, it seems like every time you complete a cycle and you're on top of the world, then something else happens. But it's all related to the same, like, sneaky attack. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this is the person who's doing this stuff to you. Possibly a female. It says this is an evil-hearted, dark-haired woman. So you're going to know who this is. She's unhappy, she's lonely, she's a gossip. I mean, yeah. She's manipulative, she's over-emotional. Could be bipolar. But she's cold-hearted, and she just has this malice towards you. She's a gossip girl. But it says she's not going to do you any real harm, okay? Because you don't have the Three of Cups in here, at least not yet. So she may want to do you harm, but she's not going to do you true harm. I mean, you were able to avoid some kind of legal battle, or if you went into legal troubles, you were successful. You do have the High Priestess. So this says, I mean, I don't think this has to do with much. But it's going to say that, you know, the wife is going to die before the husband. Surely this is not your wife. It could just be that, you know, who's going to give up first? And maybe that this Queen of Swords person is going to give up before you do. Because you're strong. Even though you have two strength cards in reverse. Oh, I mean, I know it's not funny. But yeah, you know who the Queen of Swords is. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like the separation of a union. You could be leaving a job. You could feel like there's no teamwork going on. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. You could feel judged at your job. It's definitely about work. Can we clarify the Priestess with the Five of Swords and the Four of Swords? Eight of Wands in reverse. So something's going to be very slow, and it's going to be bad news. That's what I see there. Or something's just going to slowly destroy itself. And I'm not sure what that is. What is going to be slow or delayed and slowly destroy itself? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you go from the world upright, you're going to go somewhere else, have a new beginning, and it's like the same thing happens again. Or maybe try to have a new beginning with this person, and the same shit happens. And then so you have another downturn of luck. Like your wishes aren't granted, you're stagnating. It's just an unlucky time for you. It says you need to accept the bad situation and just try to make it positive with, positive actions. But don't take any risks, don't take any gambles. And see, here you had just taken a risk. And here it's just saying you're not taking the risk. So I think you're following the advice of not taking a risk. You see that something is happening. Just something's out of control. All the devils and the monsters are rising to the top now. Oh, but since you have the Fool in your reading, this says whatever the bad luck is, you're going to be immune to these events that are changing. Okay? You're going to be immune to them. And I can see that because you go from like bad to good, good to bad, like these bad situations, you keep getting out of them. You're immune. So good for you. So it's a good thing you had that Fool in there. Let's clarify this Eight of Cups. Four of Swords upright. Okay. So what seems to have happened is you were leaving someplace because you just weren't getting your fulfilled wishes. You didn't get your Nine of Cups, you got Eight of Cups, and so you're leaving. And you decided to take a pause, and you were actually able to get it. Or at least that's what you were wanting to get, and that's why you were leaving. So you try to have this new start, take charge, and then you ended up being the opposite of what you wanted. You are the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing happen. Can we clarify just more about this Queen of Swords in reverse? This evil, malice holding person. Page of Pentacles upright. Okay. This talks about a new job. So this person, it's like are they following you from job to job? I mean, what is this? Basically, it just says remain focused. Make your plans. And if you get some new skills, you'll be successful. With the Wheel of Fortune, it says you could be spending your money unwisely. And just relax, lighten up, okay? Because that's how you're going to need to recharge. Like you've been trying to recharge and you can't. You're burnt out. So it says you have to relax, lighten up, or else you're not going to be able to recharge and you will burn out. That doesn't tell you who the Queen of Swords is. I'm not sure why we got that card. But it also just says, don't shy away from being an apprentice, okay? If you need to do that. Okay. Hangman in reverse. So you need to step back and see a situation differently. Yeah, you have to let go of a situation. Like you have this past resentment, you just have to let it go. And then we got Judgment in reverse. So when you have Judgment in reverse and you have the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, here it is. It says that anything that changes, the events that change, they're going to be absolute. Like it's going to be final. But with the Fool, you are immune, okay? Again, with Judgment, you feel weak. And somebody's going to get a decision, like a sentence, almost like in law, okay? It's going to be a final decision. And you're just going to cleanse yourself finally of this stuff. And it may be that they can't get a verdict on you. You also could be showing poor judgment based on, not seeing this trickery coming from this Delilah. It says just don't weigh the pros and cons. You just need to get free so you can be happy. Don't settle for an abusive work environment. You're kind of trying to run away from your true feelings about how bad this is. If it's an abusive relationship, but yeah, I could see some of that in here. You need to stop pretending, okay? Get out, be happy. Because you're not recovering. You need to be simple. Just make things cut and dry, black and white, okay? And make it a final decision, and you're going to be immune to any ill effects of it. Then we got this Seven of Swords upright. You have to stabilize your mind. You need to be cautious because this person is tricky. I don't know how they're getting to you. But it also talks about failed plans. You need to communicate honestly because there's some kind of gossip going on. And if you're not honest, it's likely the gossip will be believed. It could be somebody's not giving you the right advice. And you're going to keep making attempts. You're going to keep wishing. Just be cautious because there could be some kind of emotional betrayal and you're afraid of getting trapped. And you're just restless and changeable. And there's just a really dishonest environment. Or you may achieve something dishonestly. It says you have to disarm your enemy. This is like a warning. You need to be expecting this because this person is volatile and yet affectionate, so you don't really know where you stand with them. And that's the Queen of Swords person. So we finally got some clarification on them. They're a tricky bastard. And again, this is somebody kind of leaving sneakily. So yeah, this person could have like seduced you possibly and got information from you and they just left. And it's just followed you everywhere. So sorry about that, guys. But yeah, you have to disarm the enemy and be cautious. Okay, let's pull from the clarifier deck. I know I used my regular deck for clarification. I just like the pictures more. So let's see what we got here. What is something we can clarify for the Sagittarians for the month of March 2017? All right, you got the Queen of Pentacles upright. This is a really good person. She's a great soul. She's not tricky. She's not careless. She welcomes the struggling. Okay, and it seems like you are struggling right now. So this is going to be like your rock, your source to go to. Let's see. She assesses situations shrewdly. So she could be a lawyer, okay, an attorney. Basically, this talks about freedom, security. And you may have to, she may have to earn your trust, okay? Like she may have to go through a test because you have been hurt before. Or you may have to go through a test for her because she's heard these rumors and she's just like, what? Because she's not a suspicious person unless she's in reverse. But she's heard some rumors. But she's very down to earth and she helps people, okay? Let's see if there's anything else. Judgment in reverse again. Okay. So when we talk about judgment in reverse, we just said that you need to be simple. A decision or a sentence is going to be made. Maybe that Queen of Swords is a judge. Okay. And you're running away from your feelings about a bad relationship or environment. And they're just not going to get a verdict. Or you can't get a verdict. You can't make the judgment. You have poor judgment right now. And you're settling. Don't weigh the pros and cons. Just get free. Be happy. That's your final advice, okay? Sorry the reading couldn't be more positive, Sagittarians. You seem to have this cycle. Something's following you, and it's just you got deceived. I don't know if, like, somebody stole your identity, and you can't really escape it, or if it's from a job where somebody just took your information that way. But whatever happens, you know, there's going to be somebody who's going to come and be your rock, this Queen of Pentacles. She's very shrewd and welcomes the struggling. She's prosperous. She's practical. She's ambitious. She's just an overall good soul. And you're going to know who this person is. If you haven't met her yet, you will. She's intelligent and she's generous. And you're just going to know her right away. All right, Sagittarians, do your best to be happy.